Welcome to the Happiest Places Home Interior Design channel. We have an exciting topic today. It's how to style your coffee table. There are a couple of sections of this video so we can completely tackle this project the right way. We're going to start with the elements that you would put on the table, traditional items, trendy items, and then we're going to talk about how to style those items. Also some tricks on how to group things together. So let's jump in and let's start talking about some of the freshest, most trendy design elements that you would use for a coffee table. Dried grapewood and beads are trends that you will not be able to escape in decor stores, and perhaps you shouldn't. They really are interesting and it's a natural look, so I think that it would be a nice complement to your arrangement. The glass beads are kind of the newer sort of bead at the moment, too, but the wood ones aren't going away anytime soon. Let's take a look at the footed bowl. This is a modern piece. It's been around for, I don't know, 2 years or so, but it really does have a beautiful design element and works into a lot of groupings of items. It's nice because it has a little lift, so you're getting height there. You can stack it on a book to get even more height, and it just seems to stand apart from a lot of other things that you could use. I think these are beautiful, and I think this could go really nicely in any minimal design or modern design, not as much traditional or transitional. But let's get to a particularly traditional item that can go modern or traditional. It is the coffee table book. There's a reason that coffee table books have stood the test of time. They have form, that large, substantial look that really has a lot of impact. Function, if this is something you enjoy and you want to open all of the time and page through, that's ideal. And then the other thing is it's an expression of your personality. You don't want to have the same coffee table books as all of your friends or family. You want something that's really going to express who you are and what you enjoy. A lot of people do like to leave the coffee table book open to a particular page that they love the most. That's a nice way of doing things. But either way, this can have such a great look, and it can, wrap some of your elements together. You can stack the books to show off a really beautiful vase or sculpture, which we're getting to. Or you can top it with a smaller piece that wouldn't be a great standalone on its own. If your family gathers around the coffee table to play games, or if you're serving food and drinks to guests very frequently, you might want to leave some extra space on the table so you're not constantly moving your design around. And here's a great example of using two substantial, beautiful coffee table books and then just leaving room to be able to serve drinks. Our next item is a vase set. Creating groups and having items surround each other is a good way to have a cohesive look, and a vase set can do that for you. We can use a vase set to add color to a space or to subtract the color from the space and just let the beautiful, colorful furniture or walls take the spotlight. It's a little bit of an easy way out of decorating a coffee table because they have different heights and you need that. And sometimes they come in pairs. And in this case, the picture I'm showing you right here, it really does make the design and pull the whole room together. So much color there, and then the lack of it with the vases, but it's beautiful. Vessels with an aged patina are very on trend, and selecting one of these for your coffee table would be a pretty look, but you have to make sure you don't select one that's too large. Obviously, with coffee tables, we have to work to scale. Something too big can overpower it and just look kind of funny in the room. A really large aged vessel might work best on a console table behind the sofa. I invite you to take a look at my Pottery Barn decor video, New. It shows you a lot of the new trends and many of these vessels, and it's a great video just a couple of videos back. Vases with florals or stems are a great way to add nature into the mix. Also, it gives you this different shape. A lot of shapes on coffee tables can be a little severe, squares, circles, and you're just branching out, literally, to make the design pop a little bit more. Florals can add height as well to a design. Sometimes it's a little too high and you wouldn't be able to see the television if you were laying down. So obviously we're taking that into account. But a tall floral display can raise up a room that is, looking flat, such as this one. I think this is a great example of it. It's a beautiful room. If it didn't have that tall stem in the middle, it really would be missing something. So it can have such a beautiful impact. Choosing the right stem that matches your design style is important. So you can have a very contemporary look, or you can go with a more traditional look like this one here. Another tried and true way to go is to incorporate candles on your coffee table. So a lot of people are candle obsessed, so you probably have them around the house. Experimenting and putting them at different heights and in different arrangements can be really fun. And too many can be detrimental, but for the most part, a candle in your design is ideal. And this is one of my favorite looks, this large candle. I like large scale things in design, and this is a really beautiful look. You can find these in a variety of places. Adding a tray to the coffee table is functional but also beautiful. So it's a great way to gather a hodgepodge of items. It's a good place to tuck away your coasters or matches for your candles, also maybe to slide in one of your smaller candles. But the thing I like the most about it is you've got your decorative items on there. You could just pick this up and move it when it's time to serve something or play a game. But even more ideally, you can use that tray to serve something. So just removing the items and putting on drinks and snacks. It's a really beautiful way to display, common items or also things that are super unique. Speaking of which, our next category is sculptures. A well-chosen and well-placed sculpture can deliver such a high-end look. The sculptures with the swirl look seem to be really in. Things that are showing a face, I like those as long as they're not too odd. And then I would put the chain links in this category, the wooden and the marble chains that kind of drape across the table. Those would be a sculpture in my estimation. So I think those all add a lot of beauty to a design. Decorative boxes are a great way to hide away things that you commonly use in the family room, like remotes or who knows what. I have a friend that puts her lip balm in there. So they're very beautiful and they give you a little bit of height too, and that's all we'll say about that because it's so simple. Before we get to the next one, I just wanted to mention, if you follow interior design, you probably know that there are particular rules that designers say you shouldn't break, but it's always good to know what the rules are so that you know why you're breaking them if you do. We'll get into the rules in more detail in a future video, but for now, let's just cover the rules for coffee tables really briefly. The common thing is to group things in threes or make sure that you have an odd number of pieces in your vignette or grouping items together so that they're not too far apart on a surface. So we're going to break two of these rules to take a look at something that I've really been loving lately. It's putting an extra large piece on the surface of a coffee table and that's it. This is a look that can give you space to put beverages. It also can just take a very powerful room and simplify the center of it like it does here. In the next two examples I'm going to show you, you can see how there's a lot going on behind the sofa, which makes perfect sense to leave this space a little bit more simple. So at this point, I'm just going to put on some relaxing music and give you a chance to hopefully enjoy a really nice lookbook of gorgeous coffee table designs, all done by interior designers from a variety of different sources. All right, so enjoy, and thank you for watching Happiest Places Home. Please watch until the end and take a second to leave us a comment to let us know which look was your favorite.